Thank you, April. Two interesting things happened last week here in the Ocean State. They are connected and, taken together, may be instructive for our governor and the elected members of our state legislature. The first was the release of a video by the Rhode Island Foundation. You may recall that's the nonprofit that funded the Brookings Institute study on our state, which was adopted without public comment to replace Roadmap RI. Well, that was a neat trick to save the state planning department from being forced to attend contentious public meetings on their plan. The new video seems to be doing the administration's bidding in a similar manner. It slickly packages the message that if you're a Rhode Islander and you can't say anything positive about government, just stop talking. Many were concerned with the profane nature of the script for this video, mostly because all the actors were children. The question was, what caused the insiders on Smith Hill to decide that we of the rabble suddenly need a lesson in manners? Could it be that the constantly deteriorating economic conditions faced by average Rhode Islanders make them more likely to gripe about government inattention to their needs? If so, it is obviously easier for those political leaders to call up the Rhode Island Foundation for some PR help than it is to do something about the problem. And as if to underline that very thought, the second thing happened, courtesy of cable business network CNBC. Their correspondent, Scott Cohn, announced the results of the network's annual study of business friendliness among the 50 states. Care to place a small wager on where the Ocean State placed on that list? No self-respecting bookie would give you odds on that bet. Everyone just knows intuitively that we're number 50. In his interview for The Story with Governor Raimondo, Cohn reported that he asked her why she was still making the same statements about a gradually recovering statewide economy that Governor Chafee had used 3 and 4 years ago. The reporter noted to the governor that then her state had ranked 48th, but now it has fallen to the caboose position in America's economic train. Rhode Island will never move upward on that list until it lowers state spending in order to permit a lowering of state taxes. We also have to enlist the aid of the General Assembly to retire many obsolete regulations and permit requirements that collectively choke new business ventures here. Finally, as a state, we have to adopt an attitude of support for corporate activity here. Successful businesses are not the enemy, folks. They are the places you and I can go for meaningful employment. If the governor cannot commit to those 3 steps, then a video is not going to help her. She should ask the legislature to make it a criminal act to express any contrary opinion. Then she could jail us for pointing out her shortcomings and at least get a little peace and quiet in the bargain. April?